Hi there, I'm on and on and on.
Jamie Boy Blue.
And together we are father and son footy, and we are here to discuss Conference League football. We are here to discuss Chelsea playing at home again and playing against Gent, the team from Belgium, one of the better teams in Belgium. I'll tell you a little bit about them, Jamie, and tell me what you think. But remember, because this is Conference League, we have the immense difficulty of playing immediately, almost 2 days later, again at home to our, I think, biggest test coming up, and that's Nottingham Forest.
They've won the first few games, but then they lost two
Yes.
and then drew one.
Well, we'll get to talk about Nottingham
So-
Forest. We'll do a separate video about Nottingham Forest, but it's very close up, and I think there are going to be a lot of similarities in the way that Nottingham Forest and Gent play against us. So let me tell you a little bit about those two. I believe it's quite likely those teams are going to play a low block, right? So I think they're going to have 5 in defense, right? So I think they're going to be very defensive. They're going to let us have the ball. They're going to be everybody behind the ball, and then they're going to break quick. I think Nottingham Forest are going to be much better at it than Gent. But it's going to be a challenge for both our first teams, right? So it's going to be something a little bit different. I don't think they're going to come with the high line that Brighton played. I don't think they're going to come with the open game that Wolves did, or for that matter, Bournemouth. I think it's going to be, you're right, mate. It is evening. And we have been watching Champions League football for the past few mornings. What I think is that those teams are going to play that defensive game, and they're going to try and catch us on
what
the
I
counter.
think is going to happen is like they're going to be very defensive, like you said. We're going to keep on attacking, but when we are caught off guard, their two midfielders and 3 attackers is just going to attack. We are not going to I forgot the word, but we're not going to really, I don't know. But we're not gonna really. Okay, why do I keep on?
What do you want to say, though?
They're gonna catch us off guard, and they were probably at like the 60th, 50th minute kind of thing gonna score. They're gonna like stay defensive.
Or Nottingham Forest?
Gent. They're gonna stay
I don't
defensive,
think Gent is scoring against us.
And they're gonna go attack, and I think they might gonna score. My opinion.
Yours, of course.
5-1.
Well, if they score, I think I'm going to be disappointed. I don't think they should score against us. But let's put it this way. Let me give you some more information about them, right? They are, I think, top 3 in the Belgian league. They're one of the bigger teams of Belgium. And they've had a very good attack. So you know what? They could score. They've scored a lot of goals. I think 15 or something like that. And they've conceded
15 in the Conference League.
No, all this season, right?
Okay. We scored more. We scored like.
Anyway, and their goalie, and that's the interesting thing. Their goalie has been absolutely saving them, right? They've been winning games they should have been losing, and their goalie has been really outperforming. We'll see. Who knows? Some dude, and basically, their goalie has been saving them. So we might need to have some good finishing. But you know what? That goalie did not come up against
Nkunku and Felix.
So hopefully with Gent, we're going to have a field day. Hopefully the creatives, we're going to get to see Neto. We're going to get to see Modric.
Again, I want to see Modric score. Mm-hmm. I want to see Nkunku, Joao, and Neto. Those are my 4 favorites to score. The attack.
Right.
The attack is going to be the one to score.
But we need to be breaking them down. We need to be creative.
Modric needs to be in the game. So
it's going to be interesting to see because now they're on notice. I don't think they're going to come all guns blazing. I don't think they're going to come open. But look, you know, a small team like that relative to Chelsea, they got nothing to lose, right? They're coming to the bridge. If they lose, they lose. And if they win or draw, it's a sensation. So all the pressure is on Chelsea to perform. Exactly. All the pressure is on Chelsea to perform.
I mean, Nkunku doesn't disappoint when he plays a full 90 minutes or full 80.
I expect to see him amongst the goals.
And I want to see a free kick goal from Mr. Felix again. And I want to see him quiet the crowd again.
What do you mean quiet the crowd? They're playing at home.
No, like, honestly.
I want to see him make the crowd go wild. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
Usually, when he played for Barca, a lot of people hated on him.
Well, I don't think that's happening in Chelsea, and I hope it won't happen in Chelsea.
So I want him to quiet everyone that's hating on him.
Okay, nobody's hating on him. Let's
A lot of
go
people are
back.
hating on him.
In Chelsea?
Not in Chelsea, but around the world. People, not only Chelsea players, are gonna watch the game, Dad.
Chelsea fans. Okay, so I see what you're saying now. There are some Felix haters out there, apparently. Well, look, Felix has had that title of the next big thing for a while now.
And he disappointed for most of it, but now he's coming
perhaps
back.
Disappointed is a bit too harsh, but you're right, because the level of expectation was so high that he never really reached those
When
heights.
he played for Atletico, boom, insane at the start. When he came to us, insane. He moved to Barca, small start. He couldn't.
Don't know. He didn't do bad, but you're
But
right.
he didn't do good either.
They didn't extend. Absolutely right. So
because they had Rafinha and Yamal, he was like their super sub. He wasn't a starting player.
Well, he's a super sub for us now, and look.
But he knows he's gonna get minutes. He isn't one of those players that Barca just gonna put on because one of their players are injured. Because they have like two other wingers in front of him before he can play.
Well, right now we have Palmer in front of him in the pecking order, and that's it. Absolutely.
So he's the second in line.
And he's getting a game a week.
He ain't getting minutes if Palmer's playing good. That's all I can say.
Well, I hope.
But he's fine with it.
I think you're right, and maybe one day that will be an issue for Maresca to deal with, given both of the minutes. But right now,
Felix can play on the left.
Right now, it does seem like we have a Premier League and we got a Cup team, right?
Palmer?
2 separate teams. Careful with the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, what were we saying?
Palmer, incredible player. Felix, incredible player. Both of them. 2 free kicks. 2 games in a row. Like, relax. Like, these guys are putting up a show.
Well, they're absolutely putting up a show, and I hope that tomorrow morning is going to be the Chelsea show in blue in Stamford Bridge. That's what I expect. That's what we need. We need to see that momentum keeping on rolling. That's what we need. And these 2 games are going to be a different kettle of fish because they're going to be more cagey, more defensive. However, I think we got all the talent we need to break down this Gent team.
I want to see Guyu. I'm saying this. I don't want to be biased. I want to see him dive when people hold on to him like that. Because if he did dive, penalty.
I agree that if he would fall, then
on purpose,
he would have gotten.
I know him.
But where's the ref? Where's the ref? You know, why didn't the ref whistle that? That was poor performance by the ref in the second half in Brighton.
But I just love talking about that preseason miss. Like, he knows how to run with the ball. He knows how to play with it. Just that finishing.
You got to really be careful.
I am be careful. I'm not going that close.
Okay.
He's good in everything, but the finishing is just like the last bit on the puzzle of his player. He is so incredible. 18 years old. I want to see him extend his career.
Well, maybe you want to see him score, maybe?
I want to see him score this game, sub on halftime, or maybe, if Nkunku scores 2 goals or 1, he isn't going to come in for second half. But I'm saying...
I think I'm with you. Guyu is going to score. Well, Mudryk. I want to see Mudryk assist or score. I want to see Neto. I want to see Mudryk Felix.
To wake up. I want him to be in the game. All I want.
All right. I think next time we put the microphone here, and because it's making me nervous. Look, I'm with you on that. What's your score? You said 5-1?
Nah, 6-1. Actually, 7-1. I know, 6-1, 7-1, 5-1. Actually, no, 5-0, 6-0, or 7-1.
4-0. I'm going to go for 4. It could be 6. Like,
5-0,
if we score...
5-0, 6-0, 7-1.
If we score in the first 20, it's going to be a landslide.
If we score like Palmer in the first 10 minutes, 2 goals, we got the game in the bag.
All right. Keep the blue flag flying high, people.
Get in.